Tell us more. How are you, Donovan?
I'm doing outstanding. How are you?
I'm doing great. You know, I know a little bit of the history behind this film, but why don't you tell us about it?
Well, you know what? This film will be premiered Tuesday, September 23rd at 8 Eastern on Epix. And what it will show you was the fact that these four trailblazers set the tone for the NFL and give an opportunity for African Americans to fulfill their dream. They had to overcome adversity. There were tough times, there were highs, there were lows, but they were willing to put their lives on the line to have an opportunity to move further in the academic field. Now, a lot of people may look at this film and say, well, why hasn't this film been issued out earlier? And that's the question that I had, and that's why I'm a big supporter of it, because I think it's important that we learn about the history of the game that makes everything so exciting on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays for these four individuals who have really set their mark and inspired others to be great in this game that we call football.
And I can understand that they were probably extremely inspiring for you, being a premier African-American quarterback. You know, that was kind of the big talk when you were in the league. You kind of got that title, an African-American quarterback. Why is it so significant?
Right. You know what? It's the question that I've always been raising. It's why can't we just be known as quarterbacks? And why do we have to always explain different things? A running quarterback, mobile quarterback, a pocket passer. We're all quarterbacks. We're all given the same opportunity. We're given an offensive playbook. We have to learn it just like everybody else. We have to throw the football out of the pocket. If we have the ability to get out of the pocket and utilize our legs, then we're blessed with so much talent. But that's kind of where it goes back to the history of these particular players, and they were known as African-American players when they were football players. And this is one in which I think when people see this film, they'll feel like they were a part of it. They feel like they've had a missing piece in their life that they didn't know about the NFL and the struggles that they went through early on.
Well, and I can imagine they were really focused on authenticity. If they bring in someone like you to consult on this movie to make sure the moves were right and everything, how did that go for you? What was that experience like?
Well, it was a great experience. I mean, you know, when it was brought to my attention, you know, you obviously have to dig deep and learn more information about it. And I was just getting excited each information that I was given. And to learn more about these players, you know, was something that I enjoyed. You know, from Washington and Strode to Motley, Fritz Pollard, you know, even Paul Brown and George Halas played a major part in this. And to learn that they were talking to George Preston Marshall, who's, you know, with the Washington Redskins at the time, and how he was continuously denying integrating the NFL that at the time that it took. And to see where we are right now, I think it's important that the young generation that's a part of the NFL now, to my generation, to my parents' generation, and even going further to the kids that are in high school and grammar school, for them to sit and watch a film like this and to learn about, you know, the integrity, to learn about the confidence that they had in themselves, to the end result. To understand not everything is given to you, not everything is on a high. There are going to be some lows, but you're going to have to stay confident in yourself in order to accomplish great things.
And you talk about integrity, Donovan, and, you know, my husband played 7 years in the league. You have a long history with the NFL. What are your thoughts on some of this stuff going on right now and how important it is to get back to that message of integrity and character?
Well, it's definitely a dark cloud over the NFL right now. You know, for every information that we've been receiving since the offseason, it hasn't been pretty. But one thing, if I could send a message to anyone, is that not all players in the NFL are like this. There are a lot of players that are doing great things in the community, they're good family men who make the right decisions. But I think where we are right now, as far as where the league is concerned, you really have to question the decision-making that the commissioner and the NFL have been a part of. Since the Ray Rice situation, you know, you begin to question the decisions of most of these owners who are out there and the decisions that they've made, you know, by backing the owner, as well as some of the decisions with some of these players. So we have to clean it up. It's going to take one day at a time. It's going to take some time and patience, but I think they will do a great job with it.
Well, an important time for this film to come out because I think it will certainly shed that message. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
All righty. You can catch the premiere of The Forgotten Four on Epic's channel next Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central Time. Check your local listings for channel information. And we're back with more of the broadcast right after this.